Oh, did we have a follow while I was playing? Thank you for the follow. I probably couldn't hear it from being upset. Anyway, welcome to Mortal Kombat 9, which is 2.5D, as a return to the roots, and it was a massive, like, it was a big reboot and a big deal. There's a really detailed story mode, which we will skip. Just gonna mostly show off ladder.
Yeah, because this was after I think Ed Boon and all left Midway, or something happened to Midway, and they actually started developing, or they made a new studio, which was NetherRealm, which was basically them fully making like fighting games.
Yeah, they were. I think Midway with all the IP was bought up by Warner Bros. Or something like that. But one of the big things for this was that they said that they didn't know that people wanted an old school fighting game like 2D. They thought that if they made fighting games, it had to be 3D. So somehow they were completely fucking oblivious to the entirety of the Japanese market and games being imported. But then when Street Fighter 4 came out, they were like, oh, look, because Street Fighter 4 made like a massive fighting game resurgence. And they were like, oh, okay, people actually do want to play on a 2D plate. I guess we have an excuse to now make a Mortal Kombat in 2D. So they did. So there are some DLC characters. Cyber Sub-Zero is the unlockable character. There's also Scarlet, Kenshi, Rain, and Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play Johnny Cage because that is the character I played back when this was released. I probably don't remember much of anything, but hey.
I forgot that there was only one. I thought there were multiple of the weird like licensed characters. It's not like 10.
Yeah, and 10 it's like chock full.
I make this look easy.
Okay, I probably don't remember most things. Okay, that's a grab. So we have his nut punch. So I believe the combo I used was something like this, and then you could juggle them further. Again, it's been forever. The shadow kick. There's the like little goo balls. The high and the slow one. I'm trying to remember, was it? Do you have to press like block? There's a button to do like stuff that will extend as well. What was it like? No. Yeah. So if you press block when you're executing a special move, you will spend 1 meter to make it an enhanced move. That'll have different properties. And then if you use 2 bars, you can do a combo breaker, which was a similar thing to the previous game, where you can just like break a combo as you're being damaged. And now we can actually just pause the game literally and check the fatalities. So nobody has to look at anything. If I can just find the fatalities special move list. Yeah, there we go. Down, forward, B.
Watch this. And the award goes to
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
Yeah, this was the point in which they stopped having the umpteen million rib cages and all that, and they just went straight up.
this look easy.
Yeah, they fully designed properly the fatalities because they had a massive budget.
Yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
Which, there's something I kind of miss about the whole over-the-top kind of bullshit, like rib cages flying everywhere, but at the same time,
Yeah,
even though I'm normally a very squeamish person about that kind of stuff, some of the things are just so extreme that it's just like insane, and I kind of applaud them for that.
Yeah, the previous games were more like a 2D gore violence. This is like also, you know, unrealistic, but it's also the anatomy is kind of
It's
detailed.
kind of like it's kind of the thing that that set Eternal Champions apart,
Yeah.
especially the 6 CD one, was how goddamn gory some of the ones for that game were.
Yeah, also,
Does he have a parry X-ray move?
yeah, which was really easy to do against human players and really hard to do against CPUs. That there is an example of an X-ray done right. So yeah, when this came out, people were like, it was pretty freaking brutal.
Yeah.
Didn't he have? Yeah, he had this as well. So let's see what the stage fatality is. Hands up,
I like
stage
that he has a flash kick.
down, back, forward, block.
Do you still need to do some sort of
Johnny Cage wins.
Require verbalities.
Fatality.
yeah.
Yes, I think you need to finish the match without blocking.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Or the winning round without blocking, one of those.
I make this look easy.
Bring it. Round 1.
Stop punching the sand, Jax, Jesus. But yeah, it was really fun playing this character when the game was new.
Wasn't it Cyrax that was like notoriously broken?
Yes, he had like infinites and basically you couldn't really do anything against him in some cases.
Also, was this one that they tried to streamline the move inputs that you could potentially do them Street Fighter style? Or is that 10?
Johnny
I think it's this one.
round 2.
This one also does. Oh yeah, there's also like body damage as you're playing, like not in story mode, but in like arcade mode and normal versus mode. Basically, the characters get all sorts of wounds. One thing this game does that I find really weird. So it has like. If you look at this, like this is like more of a freeform combo. Like I launch him, I kick him in the air, and then I can like do stuff to him. It's kind of a bit more like an actual fighting game, but it still has like character-specific combos. So like if you look at this, basically let's say like this sequence cross-cutting. So that's like this. Let's see. See, like that kind of stuff only happens in that combo. Like he doesn't ever do those moves like regularly. So it's a mix of both freeform and pre-made combos. And it's really weird. Forward, back down A.
Watch this.
I guess there was alt habits die hard.
Possibly, I don't really like
Could
it.
just be a difference in opinion.
Yeah,
Or
that as well.
Opinion, difference in style.
I mean, to be fair, standard fighting games are slowly incorporating that a bit, like with the auto combo system, because there are some games that have, you know, just press one button and you'll have like a scripted combo, and some of those combos have moves that only appear in that combo.
Yeah, because there's stuff like target combos and kind of sort of in the magic system,
Yeah.
but not quite.
So it's kind of like they're in one extreme and people are like, oh, okay, so maybe there is some merit to this. But I personally don't like scripted combos too much because it's too much information for me. Like, I like to learn individual moves and then kind of arrange them in an optimal way rather than like remembering, oh, now you do scripted combo 1 up until this point and then you let them fall out so you can do this other freeform thing and then you continue into the scripted combo.
Yeah, it's like, I agree with that.
So like I personally don't like that because it's if you're playing just one game, then maybe it makes sense. Okay, survive that.
Yeah,
If
I
you're-
remember this game being kind of like toned it down with the sex cells for like after this game for 10.
But yeah, I was gonna say, the reason I didn't play Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal Kombat X, aside from not liking how some of the stuff handles, they have 3 loadouts per character, plus you have all these scripted combos, plus all the matchups, and it was just like information to the extent of, if I'm not playing just this, there's no way I can play in a way that'll be satisfied with, you know, my performance.
Yeah, because I had that problem when I played Mortal Kombat 10 at college, to the point where it's like, oh god, what does each of this do?
There's just like a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone else has played the game more than I have, so it's like, I don't particularly feel like just going for it.
Which I guess it's weird because, you know, in a lot of other fighting games, when you have individual moves, you'll have like special rules for the individual moves. So like say like, oh, this high punch can be cancelled into this set of individual moves, and that's something you have to learn by heart, and we're experimenting. But that like kick will still be the same kick regardless when you do it. It just has its rules associated with it. But here it's more like, here's a scripted combo, here are the exact inputs to it, and they don't have to be necessarily indicative of what you're doing, because that punch that you have in like, you know, this, like that last punch will only appear in that sequence, and I can't do it on command. I can only do it as a third hit in that sequence, so it gets weird. Like, you're not remembering when to do moves, you're basically remembering when to do a sequence of inputs. So for me, it feels like it's harder to memorize that because of that. Like this kind of if I can have him not block the first hit. Like this combo I used to do before, which was kind of like launch in the air, juggle a bit, and then hit him. Like, for me, that was like a pretty nice combo because I learned how to do it just by knowing the properties of the moves. Yes. Oh, what's the wrong button again?
Johnny Cage wins.
Yeah, Cyrex and Sector have human costumes. I believe Cyrex's human costume was tournament banned because there was a glitch with it, where certain moves either wouldn't hit him or he had specific combos that he couldn't do as a robot. There was something weird about it, I remember at least.
Fear me. Round 1. Fight!
Oh yeah, by the way, that like failed Melina clone in the background, the one that has the bandages as as her clothes, that's an unlockable costume for Melina when you complete all the challenges in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Oh, you don't want to hit me. Oh, it damaged me when I fell, okay.
Round 2. Fight!
but seeing Noob is still annoying.
Johnny Cage wins. Round 3, fight!
That was a clever joke, Ivy. 7 out of 10. To be fair, Noob isn't that bad in this game. Well, not nearly as bad as he was in, 3.
Finish.
I do remember that's a problem I kind of had with 10 is that some of the like X-rays kind of took me out of it.
Yeah, that was a big complaint about the game in general. That like the X-ray kind of stops the game in a weird way. Which, you know, when you think about it, like a lot of anime fighters have these like more super moves that last for a while in their cinematic, and they don't kind of take you away. But the X-rays just kind of put a stop to the action. I don't know why. Like I think it's maybe because they last just like too long. But, you know, I've never like actually seen anyone complain about, say, you know, the ultras in Street Fighter 4. Like, oh, they last too long. It's like, well, no. It's
Yeah,
super...
like I've never had a problem with the ultras. And yeah, those felt great, but just for no reason, X-rays have always felt kind of off.
Yeah, I don't know why either. But I do feel for it. I don't mind them too much because I guess the game is a bit like slower paced, so it's kind of like, you know, whatever. Come on, hit me, you bastard. Yeah, this is probably my favorite Mortal Kombat of the bunch, simply because it's fast in the sense of like Mortal Kombat 3 fast, and I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 3 before this, so that works very nicely for me. And I also like that you can be a bit more freeform with it than with than with like X or 10 or really 3. Oh, I hate that move. And that's me then. I'd select a new character. So we're gonna select Striker. What's his costume to? I can't remember. What's her costume to?
Police brutality coming up.
Striker has not aged well.
Vengeance will be mine. Round 1, fight!
Yeah.
So they tried really hard to make Striker cooler. Let's see, baton sweep, roll toss, gunshot, low high. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, Toasie's back. I forgot about that. Oh, really? Fuck you and your teleport, Scorpion.
Striker wins. Round 2, fight!
What's faster, a spear or a gun? Probably gun. Alright, his throw is to tase a person. So I'm not gonna do a fatality, because we're gonna do his regular victory pose.
Striker wins.
Which is essentially a fatality. So the only character who actually kills the other person every time, regardless of whether he wins or not, like whether he does a fatality or not.
Police brutality coming up. Your soul is mine.
Oh right, and Shang Tsung has changed now so that he only transforms into the character he's fighting against.
Which is a good thing.
Well, yeah, otherwise it would be 1, broken as hell, and 2, as expensive as hell. Like, one of the issues there was with Mortal Kombat 3 on the PlayStation 1 was that every time Shang Tsung transformed, the game would load.
Yeah, that was why. Yeah, but there was sometimes only one character that he could select.
Yeah, so this, him transforming into Shiva, is a non-standard thing. Oh, you blocked that? You motherfucker. Yeah, that's because he's probably like boss Shang Tsung. Oh no, I'm dead.
Shang Tsung wins.
Yeah, he's much stronger. Let's go back to Johnny Cage. The good boy.
Johnny Cage.
Is somebody dead?
No, my controller fell behind. My desk has a open spot.
Ah, okay.
Your
The controller fell through it.
Round 1. Fight.
Also, I'm not picking Ermac because I don't know the first thing about playing Ermac in this game. And unlike previous Mortal Kombat, it's much harder to faff about in this one. Oh no, he is immune to the ball punch when he's transforming.
Johnny Cage wins.
Damn, I'm good.
Round 2. Fight.
No, he's powered up. Or he was just glowing. Can't tell.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
And now comes the first big wall.
I make this look easy.
Time to eat shit.
Fight.
I don't think that's face paint. I think he's just the furry version of Goro.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. And he has armor on fucking too many things. But none on his balls. Nope. Ow. Ow. Oh right, he has fire breath. I forgot about that. Oh no, I'm dead. Trips me over. Can you even grab Kintaro? I actually don't know if bosses can be grabbed. Well, probably not there. While we're doing that. Nope, nope, I can't grab him. Okay. At least he obeys physics, unlike Motaro. Oh, I have to jump backwards. Oh, fuck that hitbox. Fuck this character in general. Nope. I'm gonna eat shit.
Kintaro wins.
I think he doesn't know what to do with Johnny Cage now. Like, oh, okay, do you kill him? Do you just throw him away?
I make this look easy.
Round one. Fight.
Oh yeah, I probably should mention, so story-wise, this is technically happening at the same time as Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, but it's actually a sequel to Armageddon, in which evil Raiden sends to good Raiden a message from the future, as in, hey, this and this will happen, and then Raiden is trying to figure out what's going on. And then there are some major deviations, like say, Liu Kang, Kung Lao getting killed because of it, or Sub-Zero becoming robotized instead of smoke, things like that. Oh, I can counter that with that. No. Yeah, it's time travel plot.
This is why you do not fuck with time travel. It only brings bad things.
Wait, what? Oh, you motherfucker.
Johnny Cage wins.
He had like no health left.
Round three. Fight.
Yeah, everyone gets killed. And Shinnok basically makes them his undead servants, so the only people still alive are Johnny, Sonya, and Raiden. It's premonition, yeah. It's a vision from the future. But it's messing with the timeline.
But then that brings up the question of, was this going to happen? Was the vision of the future going to come in anyway? Because, you know what, that's time travel. Plot lines up as best as...
Well, in Mortal Kombat X, Raiden still becomes evil. Ooh, I killed him.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage.
But he becomes evil due to different reasons. And Liu Kang becomes, you know, a zombie, but due to different reasons, and things are just happening anyway, despite things likely changing.
I make this look easy.
Oh, I mean, it does differ greatly, but some of the things still end up happening. Like, you know, Raiden still ends up becoming evil at the end of X and things like that. Like, things do diverge, it's just that they, some things are always the same. Ow. Don't tell me I suck, I know I suck. I don't need you to tell me that. You're never having children again, Shao Kahn. Unless you steal them like you stole Katana. In that case, I guess you will have children.
Basically.
It'll never be your real children. Ow. Ow! I hate this boss fight so much. I think in the story mode, I think I spent like the final Shao Kahn fight. Like, how long was it? I think I spent like 2 hours trying to beat him. Ow. Ow. Yeah. He just like takes so little damage. You're not gonna kill me?
Shao Kahn wins.
Yes, Tyrion, that's what they did.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the main menu. I just want to show off one mode before we move on. And that is test your luck. Yeah, Deathmaster, that's kind of a problem with this game in the sense that characters are either those with teleport or those without teleport.
Test your luck.
So test your luck is basically a ridiculous mode where you just mess around on a roulette with different modifiers. So we're fighting Sonya. We have Dark Combat. There's fire on the floor, and we have infinite super meter. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. This is ridiculous.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, their combat is terrible. We don't get to see all the action.
Fight.
This is like playing Morrowind and just mashing taunt until they attack
Their
you.
combat's really bad.
And now she's dead.
Cage